สังฆาสะเยจสังฆาอติตาจาเยจสังฆาปัจจุปันนาจเยสังฆาอหังวันดามิสัพพทานาทิเมสรณังอัญญังสังโฆเมสรณังวราเอเตนะสัจจวัจเจนะโหตุเตจยมังกลังอุตตมังเกนะวันเดหังสังฆจติวิโดตมังสังเกโยคลิโตโดโสสังฆขมัตตังมะมังสังฆังยาวนิพพานปริยันตังสรณังกัจฉามิเอวังบุตตังสรณตานังธัมมังสังฆังจะภิกขวาบายังวาจัมภิตาตังวาโลมหังโสนะเฮสติกัณสารปฏิเทนะดิเปนะธรรมดัมสินาติโลกดิปังสัมบุตตังปุจยามิตโมโนดากันตสัมบารโยตินาโดปินะหังสุกันดินาปุจายปุจนิยันตังปุจาบาจนะวันนกันดากุโนเปตะเอตังกุสมสันตติงปุจยามิมุนินดาสาสิริปาดาสโรโรเภปุจเจมิพุทธังกุสเมนะเนนะปุญเนนะเมเตนะจะโหตโมกขังปุพพังมิลายาติยถาอิดัมเมกายโยตถายาติวินาสวาวังนิโรธาสมาปฏิโตอุทาหิตวานิสินาสาวิยาภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะอิมินาติเปนะโดเปนะโปเปนะโปเจมิโปเจมิโปเจมิเอมังนามาสกลสัมบุตานังปัจเจกบุตานังอาคัสสาวกานังมหาสาวกานังอรหันตานังปกติสีลาอหังปิเตสังอนุวัตโกโหมิอิมานิปุปปานิวันเนนะปิสุวรรณังกันเดนะปิสุกันดังสันทานินาปิสุสันทานังคิปปะเมวะโดปันนะโดกันดังโดสันทานังปะเอวเมวะสัพเพสังขาระอนิจจาสัพเพสังขาระทุกขาสัพเพธัมมาอนัตตาติอิมายาธัมมานุธัมมปฏิปัตติยาบุตตังอิมายาธัมมานุธัมมปฏิปัตติยาธัมมังพุทธังอิมายาธัมมานุธัมมปฏิปัตติยาสังฆังพุทเจมิวันดามิเจติยังสัพพังสัพพทานิสุปฏิทิตาสารีริกดาโตมหาโพธิบุตตโรปังสกลังสดานะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะวิปัสสิปฏิวาหายาสัพพสัมปติสิทธิยาสัพพทุกขังวินาศายาสัพพวายาวินาศายาสัพพโรกังวินาศายาภเวดิฆายกดายกังสัพพโลกังหิตาตายาปริตังตังสมันตาจักรวาเลโสอัตตากัจฉันตุเทวตาสัทธัมมังมุนิราจัสสะสุนันตุสักขโมกขดา Dhamma sawana kalo ayang badanta Dhamma sawana kalo ayang badanta Parita sawana kalo ayang badanta Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Bahung saha samabhinimmita sayudhantang Girimekhala udita gora sasenamarang Dana di dhamma vidina jitawa munindo Tang te jasa bhavatu te jaya mangalani Maratire kamabhiyojjita Gorang panalawakamaka matadayaka Kante sudanta vidina jitawa munindo Tang te jasa bhavatu te jaya mangalani Nalagiringa javara atimata bhota Dawagita kamasaniwa sudarunanta Mettang bose kavidina jitawa munindo Tang te jasa bhavatu te jaya mangalani Oketa kagamati hatta sudarunanta Dhavanti yojanapatang golimalavanta Idde besangkatamano jitawa munindo Tang te jasa bhavatu te jaya mangalani Kattva nakattamudarang Cincaya dotta vacanang janakaya macce Sante nasoma vidina jitawa munindo Tang te jasa bhavatu te jaya mangalani Saccang vihaya mati saccaka vadakito Vada viropitamanang ati andabota Panya pade pajarito jitawa munindo Tang te jasa bhavatu te jaya mangalani Nando pananda bojaga vibodhang mahede Pote na tera bojagena dhamma payanto Eddo padesa vidina jitawa munindo Tang te jasa Dukkha hadithi bojagena sudattahata Brahmang visuddhi jyotimidi baka vidana Jnana gadena vidina jitawa munindo Tang te jasa bhavatu te jaya mangalani Etapi buddha jaya mangala attagata Yo vachako dine dine sarati matande Ittva naneka vividhani chopadavane Mokhang sukhang adhigamiya naro sapanyo Etena saccavajena sotite hotu sabada Etena Etena saccavajena patu te ratanataya Sabbetiyo vivajanto sabbarogo vinasato Mati bhavatu antarayo sukhi Sakidika Bhavato Sabba Mangalam Rakantu Sabba Buddhana Bhavena Sada Sote Bhavantu Te Bhavato Sabba Mangalam Rakantu Sabba Devata Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sada Sote Bhavantu Te Bhavato Sabba Mangalam Rakantu Sabba Devata Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sote Nakhataya Kabodhanam Papa Paritasanubhavena Hantu Te Upadave Deva Vasato Palena Sasa Sampati Hetuja Pito Bhavatu Loko Charaja Bhavatu Dhammiko Yando Nimittam Avamangalancha Yocha Manako Sakona Sasado Papa Gahado Supina Buddhanubhavena Vinasaminto Dhammanubhavena Vinasaminto Sanghanubhavena Vinasaminto Akasata cha Bhummata Devanaga Mahitrika Punyantang Anumodetva Chirang Rakhantu Sasana Chirang Rakhantu Desana Chirang Rakhantu Mamparang Ettavata cha Ammehi Sambata Punya Sampada Sabbe Deva Anumodanto Sabbe Buddha Sabbe Satta Anumodanto Sabba Sampati Siddhya Nibbana Sampati Siddhya Idam Te Nyatinang Hotu Sukhita Hontu Nyataya Idam Te Nyatinang Hotu Sukhita Hontu Nyataya Idam Te Nyatinang Hotu Sukhita Hontu Nyataya Sabbe Buddha Balapata Vajjikanan Jayang Balang Arahantanan Jatijena Rakhang Bandati Sabbaso
Let us do meditation for some time. Please sit comfortably, keeping your neck and back straight. Now, gently close your eyes and lips. Keep your both hands on your lap. Now, carefully observe incoming and outgoing breath. Merely observe your incoming and outgoing breath. Please do not try to change the course of your breath. Whether it is short, observe that it is short. If it is long, just observe as it is. Similarly, if it is fine, observe it as fine. If it is coarse, observe the same thing. Observe your breath objectively. Like a guarded door observes the incoming and outgoing people. The technique is quite simple. Simple means it doesn't necessarily be easy. Our mind wanders from one object to another, mostly either in the past or in the future. Just bring back into the present. That is, bring back your attention to your breath, which is only true, real thing. If your mind wanders, just bring back it to your focal point. That is your breath. Be energetic, be patient. The number of times it wanders, irrespective of it, just bring back your attention, focus to your breath. Resolve yourself that in these 10 minutes, I'm going to focus only on my breath. Leave your fears, phobias, ideas, plannings, thoughts. Just keep them aside and focus entirely on your breath. Bhavatu sabba mangalam Rakhantu sabba devata Sabba buddhanubhavena Sabba dhammanubhavena Sabba sanghanubhavena Sada sothi bhavantu te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now gently open your eyes.
So we have done meditation for some time. Now your mind is peaceful. It's the right time to understand, develop some wisdom, because wisdom is the most fundamental aspect of our life. It's like if you know how to read and write, then you can go anywhere and you can read and write what is written. The signboards, the directions, everything. Otherwise, you go on asking people, what is written? What is written? What does it mean? What does it mean? So, wisdom is about knowing correctly. And this wisdom arises because of certain conditions, causes and conditions. If our mind has the right kind of balance, then we can develop wisdom. If our mind does not have the right kind of balance, then we cannot develop wisdom. So the practice that we do is to find the right kind of balance. So when we do anything good, is to enhance this balance within us. When people are kind to each other, or helpful to each other, or generous to each other, this is one way of functioning of the mind. And just take the opposite of this. When they are not kind to each other, they are not helpful to each other, they are violent to each other, or they are not generous. This is another level of mind. And if the second one, which is based on
aversion, disliking, hatred, or non-generosity or stinginess, whatever it is. That kind of mind is, we have to grasp a lot. I don't want to help. I don't want to see these people. I dislike them. I hate them. I want to do harm to them. It's a lot, there's a lot of heaviness there. If we carry this heaviness, then there's no chance the mind will find the right kind of balance. But if we put down this heaviness through kindness, through compassion, through generosity, through helpfulness, whatever good things, then the mind can find some level of balance. So the whole spiritual practice is to balance the mind, finding the right kind of balance in the mind. And take the practice of virtues, take the practice of good conduct, good behavior. If we have behavior that is based on goodness, that we try to avoid wrong actions, try to cultivate the right kind of actions, then say, for example, if you are a person who's truthful, who speaks the truth, who upholds the truth, then you can find the balance internally and externally. You can find the balance externally because when you are truthful, you are trusted by people. You are liked by people. If you are not truthful at all, if somebody just keeps on lying to all the people around, then there is no trust. There is no faith involved. People don't trust such a person. But if you are truthful, then people can find you trustworthy. So, like this, if we are truthful, if we are having good wishes to others, if we are not trying to take others' things by either by force or by wrong means, instead of that, trying to help other people, if we are respecting and honoring our relationships, whatever we have, within the family, outside the family, if we are truthful, if we are avoiding things that can cause us, it can cause our mind to lose the balance. For example, alcohol, drugs. If we uphold these things here, then the mind has no reason to be unhappy, because the mind knows that the actions are based on goodness. That these actions of truthfulness, of generosity, of respecting each other, of kindness, compassion, of mindfulness, these actions are based on wholesome qualities. So the mind has no reason to remorse. Mind has no reason to regret. Mind has no reason to be upset. When I said balance of mind, this is exactly because of this. There is no balance of mind because the mind itself is not very peaceful. Their mind is upset. Why does mind get upset? When we generate too much negative qualities, when we generate too much of hatred, too much of greed, too much of craving, too much of all these jealousy and all these negative qualities, then there is no stability in the mind. Then there is no stability. It can't be. We can't expect mind to be stable, generating negative qualities. We can't expect the mind to be stable. Just like if you have a house, if you have a house which is not clean, and then can you live there? Say a house which has not been cleaned for months together or years. So much dirt, or maybe pigeons and other animals, the droppings and all kinds of dust and whatnot. The whole house is dirty. Can you go and live there? You can't. Simple. You need to clean it up. You need to clean it up. So this is just these negative qualities are. It makes our mind unsuitable to stay peacefully, comfortably. Just this. When you have too much of greed or hatred or ignorance or jealousy or arrogance or stinginess or all these qualities, they make our mind as unclean as anything. So when we remove them, then the mind has some cleanliness. You have been cleaning your houses, I guess. Childhood onwards, you have been seeing your parents or other people cleaning the houses. And now after growing up, you have been cleaning your houses. That's good. But then also it is true that the house that you keep on cleaning, you're going to leave for a short time. Sooner or later, you all are going to die. I'm also going to die. Simple. And then there's no point. You can't stay there for too long. Simple. But then your mind, though you die, it carries on. It carries on the good things and the bad things that you have put there. It carries on. But then you never bother about cleaning the mind. You never bother about that kind of cleanliness. Because that is why, this is because we have not much of wisdom. We don't really care about our own minds. We carry our minds. Wherever we go, we carry our minds. This is this mind that makes us happy. This is this mind that makes us unhappy. And we keep on swinging between these two extremes, liking and disliking. I want to be happy. I don't want to be unhappy. And we keep on doing this. But the only thing we don't care is our own mind. And then we say, I have no peace of mind. It doesn't come from outside. It comes from inside. So we start with the basics. Cleaning of the mind starts with the basics. All these virtuous conduct, 5 precepts, what we call, and generosity, these are the basics. These are the groundwork. You can't skip over them. Directly go to meditation. Sometimes people say, oh, skip over these things and directly go to meditation. No need to be kind, compassionate, generous. No need to follow the virtues. No need to be good. Just directly go to meditation. Doesn't work. Just like if you go and sit down in a very dirty, unclean house, your body also gets dirty. In the same way, you can't skip over these basics and straight away go to meditation. It never becomes successful. So you have to start with the basics. And then you have to go to the level of understanding, go to the level of development of mind, developing mindfulness in your day-to-day activities. Because we do things, for sure we do things, but we don't do it much mindfully. You are doing a lot of housework, or you are doing work at your office, or you are doing studies or other things at your schools, colleges, everywhere. People are doing. They are studying, but their mind is somewhere else. It is generating a lot of negativity towards the study, towards the teachers, towards the syllabus. That's how they study. When they are cleaning their house, they are sick and tired. Oh, what is this work? Why do I have to do this? This is tiring. This is painful. I don't want to do this. So they clean the house, but their mind still is very, very dirty. When they work in office, this colleague is not good, that colleague is not good, this boss is not good, that employee is not good. So their mind never gets good enough. It's never good enough. So whatever they do is not good enough because their mind is not good enough. So we must try to understand this simple thing. If we really wish to do something good about ourselves, if we really wish to develop some level of goodness and treasure within us, real treasure that we can carry, if we really have to have a refuge within us, then we must look into our own mind. Other refuge, not good. Somebody told me some other day, unfortunate incident. Somebody's fiance died because of COVID. Unfortunate. And the other person is unhappy, of course, unhappy, I guess. And her mind is disturbed because of the loss of dear one. And it goes back to those thoughts again and again, and it becomes more disturbed. And then just contemplate this. Going back there again and again, thinking those things and recreating the suffering. That's her refuge. That's her place of stay. Her mind goes there again and again. So that's her home. Wherever, which home she lives doesn't matter because her mind goes to that place. So that's her home. And that's not a safe place to stay. That's not a peaceful place to stay. Same with the things that we do here. People, when their children are young, they love them so much. When their children are grown up, they fight with them so much. And that's not the right kind of place because from the beginning only it was not good enough. It was supposed to change. It is always supposed to be like that. When people get married, they get along for some time and then they fight like cats and dogs. They say they can't stand each other. What good is this? Because none of them take care of their own mind. None of them understand how it works. None of them really care about, they are only bothered about whatever is external. And then it doesn't work for after some time it doesn't work. Then people blame each other. They're very quick to blame each other. The husband is wrong, the wife is wrong. Very quick to blame each other. But then they don't really see their mind is not good. My mind is not good. They don't really see it like this. So this is the importance of our spiritual practice. And some people, they go to another level. They go to another level and say, oh, it is for aged people, elderly people. Oh, young people don't need to do that. What good are old people? They can't even digest their food. If they get up, they can't sit. If they sit, they can't get up. Their body is not good. What mental development will they do? When you are young, when they are young, they spend their whole mental energy on just liking, disliking, liking, disliking. I want this, I don't want this. For years and years together. And then they get exhausted. Then their ear does not work. Then their teeth falls off. Their eyes they can't see. Then they say, I want to do spiritual practice. They can't digest their food. Then they say, I want to do spiritual practice. What is good now? What use is this? It's not the right way. If they are young and if they are trained in the right way, then they can take care of their mind. When they grow up, they can take care of their mind. When they have a family, they can take care of their mind. When they deal with other people, they can take care of their mind. But if they have not been trained and suddenly when they're old, people say, oh, now you do this, you do this. What is the use of this? Some people, when they are very old and sick. They want to go to some temple or monastery like this, come and see monks or get some advice. They can't even hear properly, and they want to get advice now. See the funny side of it. When they could hear, when they could understand, when their body was strong enough, the mind was strong enough, they could grasp something, understand something, that time they were wasting time doing nonsense. And when they can't see anything, hear anything, then they come. That's also another very wrong perception. Do young people have no suffering? Just like I was mentioning about this woman, she lost her fiance, and she also has suffering. Similarly, other people also have their suffering for different reasons whatsoever. Everybody has their own level of suffering. Everybody has their own level of dissatisfaction. Everybody has their own level of mental issues. And everybody needs to take care of their mind because, as I said, if your house isn't clean, you can't go and stay there. If you stay there, you become dirty. Your hands are dirty, your legs are dirty, your clothes are dirty, everything. You lie down, your clothes become dirty. You sit on the chair, your body becomes dirty. And then you complain, this is not good. Why is it like this? But who cleans it? Other people is not going to, your neighbors are not going to come and clean it up. Your relatives living in a different country not going to come and clean it up. You better clean it up now. Or else, don't complain. Stay with this dirtiness and suffer. There's only two ways. So that's the importance of our own mind. That's the important, because we carry it. And whatever bad we do with this mind. Whatever happiness or unhappiness comes, it comes from this mind. Yet, we neglect it most. The only thing we don't care about is our own mind. We neglect most is our own mind. Then we say, it's not peaceful, it's not good, my relationship does not work, my job does not work. If you have a, if you say you don't take bath for 10 days, you don't brush your teeth for 10 days, then wherever you go, you say some bad smell is coming, some bad smell. Somebody's from somebody's mouth, some bad smell is coming. From somebody's body, some bad smell. That is your body, right? So whatever you do, you say this bad smell, there's bad smell. It's not good enough, it's not good enough. But that's not the way to do things. So we must start somewhere. Young people have a better chance because they can put forth some effort. Old people have a little less chance, but they can still put forth some effort if they wish to. And we must start somewhere. Spiritual practice is for everybody because everybody has their own happiness and unhappiness, and everybody must learn how to come out of their suffering. Whether young people or old people does not matter. So this much we offer to you for your spiritual practice and contemplation. May you reflect on them, the nature of life, the nature how we live, how we behave. Is it correct or not? How we create suffering for us. Is it the right way or is it not? If we reflect on everything that we do on our day-to-day basis, then wisdom will come. Some understanding will come, and more zeal to practice also will come, and it will help you in the long run. This much we offer for your practice and contemplation, and may you all keep progressing on the right path, and may you all attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. So we conclude with the chanting of Metta. Sukhi bhave agne dukha ahang nichang ahang meha eda cha me sukhe hanto ma cha Mata Dachaverino Emani Gama Ketam Hi Satahantu Sukhi Sada Tato Parancha Rajesu Chakavale Sujantano Sadhu Sadhu